Hello, welcome pen friends. Today I wanted to come on and share with you, especially for the benefit of any new pen people, fountain pen people, my favorite tool for taking off Lamy nibs, for replacing them. I like to swap nibs around my different pens. I prefer a broad nib or a fine nib, but I also have a medium and a stub nib, and it's really a primary feature about these Lamy pens that you can do that. But it can be a little bit tricky if you're just trying to use your fingers, depending on strength and depending on coordination, and I don't have much of either one. So, okay, what I have here is 4 typical Lamy pens. This is the Safari. And then this is the All-Star, and this is the Vista, which is the same as the Safari, only clear. And then this is my Lamy Nibs, and I'm gonna demonstrate how I use this little tool, which is just basically a lobster band. They use it with actual lobsters to keep their claws from harming the other lobsters or the handlers, but I like our use in the fountain pen hobby a lot better. So here we go. Let's just pull them all off and I'll show you. So it's just, the thing about this is it's softer than some of the other options, and it doesn't involve any tape. Okay, so let me run through that first. So the first way I heard about was with the tape. You know, you could tape the nib and then pull it off, and that works. I just am not particularly coordinated enough to do. I don't like that. And then the other option that I'd heard of was the Goulet grip, which is a black grip. I can't find mine, which probably means I might have given it away. I'm not sure, because I should know where it is if I still had it. Okay, but along came Chris Rapp 52's channel, and he talked about these, and so you know, this is not my idea. It's just the best idea that I've ever run across. It's what I use all the time. I don't even bother with anything else, especially for my Lamy pens. And it never takes anything more than this. For instance, sometimes with a Genhao X750, it might even require another tool, pliers, or, you know, in a t-shirt or whatever, but it never does with my Lamys. So I feel like this is solid. This is something anybody can use. So then how I ended up with some, because they do sell them by the 1,000 or 100, or the lots are really large and nobody needs that many, but I had a generous pen friend send me some, and I've actually sent out several dozen of these from what the pen friend sent me, and I have just a few left. But that's really good, because I had originally wanted to have a pen club here locally, and that has not yet panned out. But without any further ado, I just wanted to make sure you knew that I'm not trying to claim that I came up with this idea. This is me sharing, especially for newcomers. So I just take the pen, take the lobster band, and just pull off. This is my hardest pen to get it to pull off, and I'm not that strong, and I have no problem. In fact, I have like tennis elbow and a couple other little things going on, but I just again just put it on there and just pull. And sometimes it takes a little bit of pressure, but I know I'm not going to hurt that nib. I'm not going to hurt the pen at all. And I've done it over several years, and it's just, that one is loose. Yeah, this one has been done many, many, many times. So okay, so I got one more, then I wanted to blab a little bit about how another reason I like this method so much. So there we go. They're all off, and now I can decide which pen I want which nib on. But one of the things I like the best about this, let's see, this one's pretty clean. I think the other one might be, you know, they get a little bit dirty, and every once in a while I rinse them out and dry them. But you see, my hands don't take all that ink. I don't care if I get a little inky, but oftentimes I want to switch nibs right in the middle of doing ink tests. I want to go from a fine nib to a broad nib, and I can do that without getting it all over me. It gets inside the band, but then I rinse the band out and let it dry. That one probably needs to be washed. This one isn't quite as, you know, dirty yet. So, I mean, it's no problem at all. You could tell if they need to be clean. You stick your finger in there and get a bunch of ink out, but you can rinse it and dry it out. So on the way back on the pens, I never worry about it. The only thing I think about is which nib I want where. So I know I want a fine nib on the necks. So I just line it up and put it on. So if I don't need any tool for that, I'm sure you won't. Okay, then this is the Vista. Let's see. It doesn't really matter what I put on this one because I know for sure, but I'll put my least used one, which is the stub. Trying to do it so you can see it. You do have to line it up right. It has little grooves, but it's really easy to put them back on. Now, another way I've heard besides the tape or the goulet grip or the lobster band, another way that I've heard about is using the cap, but I am not going to do that. I'm just not going to do that. I would probably stab myself in the wrist and end up in the ER. I mean, you know, I don't know. I'm not that bad, I guess, but I can just imagine because I can just imagine, you know. So I'm not going to try that. I have seen it on another video and I thought, that's cool, but this is so easy. I would never even think about trying to use the cap because I would probably break the pen or hurt myself. I mean, I end up getting hurt over little things, you know, little paper cuts and things. Okay, that's a fine nib. So I just really wanted to share this and keep it short. I need to keep it short because I don't want mid-roll ads on this one. Ugh. Anyway, one more tip would be, please, if you have cats or small dogs or big dogs or children, keep them put away because they're just really tempting. And they could end up harming an animal. So put them away. Try real hard to keep them out of reach of children and animals. And that's pretty much it. I just thought that this would help anybody who was new to know that, I mean, that's easy. And it doesn't really take that much pressure, you know, as you could probably see. We'll run through it one more time with it. This was my most difficult one. You know, I just pull it off, you know, just a little pressure, not much at all. Sometimes they just slide right off. So, and that just didn't require hardly any. I think with arthritis or with any sort of issues, you still would have no problem with these. So, I will do my best to link down below places that I can find where you can get them. My biggest concern is always, you know, a small enough lot so that it's not ridiculous, because I don't need 1,000 and I don't need 100 even. But I was just so lucky from the pen friend sending them, knowing that I'd share them out. This pen friend sent me, I don't remember, maybe 40 of them. So I've been sending them out over the course of the last 3 years. So anyway, hope this was useful to even one person. That'll make it worth it. And thank you for joining me. Please come back and join me on Labor Day, Monday, September 7th, for a premiere of my special video that I did with Coco. Well, Coco appeared only in the thumbnail, but that's a long story. To commemorate my 3 years on YouTube. I'd love to see you here. Okay, bye for now.